Welcome to the First Unitarian Church of Orlando. I'm Linnea Nelson, and I am very happy to be here supporting the worship team at 1U today. Our worship leader today is Melissa Baker, our director of music, Aubrey Connelly-Candelario, multi-talented musician Jacob Hyuck, board treasurer Ted Nelson. And let's not forget all the wonderful people in the background who are making this service happen today. Also, you'll see that Reverend Margaly and Judith Stein-Farrell are both on campus and here today. And Reverend Margaly will be back in the pulpit next week. We greet you this morning, old friends and new, as we explore our Unitarian Universalist faith, which draws us into a community of justice seekers with a commitment to lifelong spiritual growth and compassionate service to the community. Whether today is your first or your 1000th Sunday in our midst, you are welcome here. Whoever you are, whoever you love, you are welcome here. In this community, your whole self is welcome. We welcome your race, national origin, immigration status, gender identity, sexual orientation, age, physical or mental abilities, economic status, or religious background. We welcome you, and we are so glad you are here. And for more information about our congregation and announcements, go to orlandouu.org or email info@orlandouu.org. And we have a couple of special announcements for you today. Listen up to this one. After the service today, the Green Team and the Religious Enrichment Group invite you to join the Green Auctioneers for a parade around the campus and into Gore Hall. To join the parade, just meet out at the Labyrinth and know that there will be some filming of the outside portion of the parade. Sounds like fun. And also from Religious Enrichment, in the nursery, we have an assortment of lost and found items, clothing, water bottles, books. If they are not claimed by Wednesday, they will be rehomed, so check it out. And now we have an important announcement from Reverend Margaly.
Good morning. It is so good to be back and see all of you. But that is not the announcement. I think this is news you've been waiting to hear. We have a new program assistant. And guess what? She's here today. And so I want to introduce you to Gara Pollock. So her job today is to meet and chat with you all during coffee hour and so on. So then in order for her to do her job, you've got to go over and chat with her and make sure she knows who you are. I've already introduced her to some of you as we were walking towards the sanctuary, but let's all, one more time, just a round of applause and welcome Gara. You may notice her last name is familiar. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you, Reverend Margaly, and welcome. We're so glad you're here. All other announcements are going to be on slides before and after the service and have links in the weekly update or on our website. If you'd like to follow along to the service, please use our QR code shown in the monitor and on the first few slides. Thanks again for being here in person and online today. So now please join me in saying our words of invocation as our chalice lighter and our worship leader, Melissa Baker, joins us. In the light of truth and in the warmth of love, we gather to seek, to sustain, and to share. Now please rise in body or spirit and join me in singing our opening hymn, 1008, When Our Heart is in a Holy Place.
When our heart is in a holy when we trust the wisdom in each of us, every color, every creed and kind, and we see our faces in each other's eyes, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we tell a story from deep inside, and we listen with a loving mind, and we hear our voices in each other's words, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we share the signs of a sacred space, and the God of our hearts turns within, and we feel the power of each other's faith, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place.
Good morning, beautiful beings. We invite you into worship this morning in the spirit of hope, optimism, and mindful reflection. Outside of these walls, the world can feel unsafe. Beyond this sacred land upon which we sit, there lies judgment, misinformation, manipulation, and false accusation. There are those who want less for us, fewer rights, fewer freedoms, less kindness, less love. But here, we know better. We know that every being is a work of perfection. Look around you. We are a community of diversity. Diverse backgrounds, lifestyles, cognitive abilities, beliefs, wisdom, life experience, hair colors, body shapes, self-identities, and family dynamics. We know that our differences make us stronger together, for we are not a unit with only one strength in common. We are a community with a million strengths brought together. We know that no matter what the outer world holds in its darkness, that here in this sacred space, the love we share is radiant in the light of truth and safe in the warmth of love. For all that we are and for all that we have found in our commitment to one another, we are enormously grateful. Let's take a moment to greet one another.
up to the front to join Jacob and me. Come on up. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you, bring your hearts. Did you get a heart? If you don't, I have extras. So bring your heart up and come on up. Would I have one? Come on up. So today we are going to be talking about what we are grateful for. Have a chair anywhere, or a seat anywhere. There you go. You can find a place on the carpet that's a little more comfortable. Okay, so I'm going to ask you first, what are you grateful for? Think about that a minute. Think about what you're grateful for.
Axolotls.
Awesome.
Oh, my family.
Oh, family.
My friends. Family. Dandy Dell.
Our friend's cat.
Friend cats. Penguins.
Penguins, awesome. Well, those are some great things to be grateful for. So think about how you feel when you are being grateful and you're remembering to be grateful. And take your heart, your paper heart, and put it on your heart. In fact, all of you can do this if you like. As you think about what you're grateful for, how does that feel? How does it make you want to move? So I'm going to come around again. Tell me how you feel when you think about your neighbor's cat.
Happy. Fun cats.
Absolutely. That cat must be amazing. How do you feel? You want to say? I'll come back if you want. Anybody else, how do you feel when you're with your friends and your family?
Happy.
Happy.
Happy. Happy.
That's so funny because my word is happy too. So we are now going to think about a song that makes us happy, because I actually am very grateful for the music we have in this congregation. Anybody else grateful for our music? And sometimes it makes me want to do a happy dance. So whether it's the music or your friends and family and cats and the other things you said, penguins, we're going to do a happy dance in a minute. But the reason we're going to do it is the person who wrote this next song, Let It Be a Dance. His name is Rick Maston. And Rick used to be a traveling troubadour. And he actually came here to 1U when Melissa Baker, our worship lead, was a little girl just like you. And she sat at his feet over in Gore Hall, and he always meant this song to be with a guitar. So Jacob is blessing us with his guitar today, and Aubrey will lead us. I'm going to invite all the kids to come up and get a scarf, and we're going to dance around all of you. But any of you who are young or young at heart and would like to join us, you are welcome to do so. And as we sing, I encourage all of you to sing along. The words will be up on the screen.
Learn to follow, learn to lead.
kids because they're going to take them out with them. So when we sing this song, you might have heard, or those of you who are singing along, that there are good times and there are hard times. And we can be grateful whether we're having a great time or whether things aren't quite going the way that we had hoped. So as we sing our children out today, and those of you in this center aisle make an arch, we will be singing one more verse of Let It Be a Dance. And Judith will collect your scarves at the other end, so kids, you can go through with your scarves.
Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you. The good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance.
Good morning. I'm Ted Nelson, a member of the Board of Trustees. We invite you now into the practice of generosity. It's one of our spiritual values that sustains the life and ministries of the church community. Let us be grateful for the opportunity to give, for it's a privilege to be able to do so. And let us be thankful for our needs, for they allow us to practice receiving. Today's full collection will go to the ministries of this congregation. Our Share the Plate recipient for the months of July and August is Planned Parenthood. If you give to our Share the Plate partner directly, please let our church administrator know. The offering will now be collected. Note that you can also give online.
Love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more. It's just like a magic penny, hold it tight and you won't have any. Lend it, spend it, and you'll have so many, they'll roll all over the floor. For love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more. So let's go dancing till the break of day, and if there's a piper, we can pay. For love is something you can give it away, you end up having more. Love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more. So let's go dancing till the break of day, and if there's a piper, we can pay. For love is something if you give it away, you end up having more.
Let us joyfully receive what is offered here today in the spirit of gratitude and fellowship. Thank you to our musicians as well for that.
Yes, thank you.
So this is the time that we set aside for deep sharing of our hearts, for prayer and meditation. If you have a sorrow that you would like witnessed or help with, or have a joy that you wish to share, please contribute to our collective sharing of joys and sorrows to be read each Sunday during worship. You can send an email to joysandsorrows@orlandouu.org during the week, or if you are attending in person, you can also fill out a card at the registration table and hand it to an usher before the start of service. And please note, we will have an abbreviated candle lighting today as our congregational participation will take place later in the service. We hold our joys and sorrows in this sacred space. Come as you are, your whole self is welcome here. Now, today's beautiful flower arrangement is provided by Joan Irwin in celebration of Ann Patton's birthday tomorrow. She is watching online, so let's wish her a happy 88th birthday to Anne, and let's wave, throw our kisses out to her. Many thanks to this congregation for your many condolences to Ted and me on the death of Ted's mother in June. We so appreciate it. And our hearts are holding close the many who are affected by the catastrophic weather events of the last few weeks, who've lost so much due to flooding and failed warning systems. We pray for those who are missing. We pray for those who have survived, and for all those who are suffering devastating losses. We hold our communities and our country with care and the world with our compassion by acting to move the arc of the universe toward justice, even when the journey seems long. And for all the joys and sorrows of this community shared today and for those held close to our hearts, let's pray, let's celebrate, and send each other healing energy.
In the spirit of gratitude, I thought I'd share with you my daily ritual of morning gratitude pour-over coffee. So kindly indulge me by softening your eyes and imagining that we are in the kitchen with your favorite warm beverage of coffee, loose tea, or maybe some hot cocoa, awaiting the hot water that delivers the healing flood that releases the warmth we shall soon consume. As we pour hot water over the grounds of leaves in a clockwise motion, we speak these words. We are grateful for the air that is our breath. We are grateful for the fire that is our spirit. We are grateful for the water that is our blood. We are grateful for the earth that is our bone. We are grateful for the light of love that flows through us and surrounds us. We are grateful for the safety, wellness, and protection of ourselves and those we love. We are grateful to the light that guides us, the flame that inspires us, the energy that renews us, and to our loved ones beyond the veil who reveal themselves to us in ways we can understand. Now, since we don't have an actual cup of gratitude from which to drink, let's reach out our hands like a cup to be filled, and then pull its fullness to our hearts and receive that warmth with gratitude and reverence. And now for our abbreviated candle lighting service. Please join us in focusing your attention on these 3 candles Linnea shall light on our behalf. The first is for all of our shared joys. The second is for our shared sorrows. And the third is for all that we carry in silence within our hearts.
I'd like to invite you all to imagine just waking up. As I read to you David Whyte's poem, What to Remember When Waking. In that first, hardly noticed moment in which you wake, coming back to this life from the other, more secret, movable, and frighteningly honest world where everything began, there is a small opening into the new day, which closes the minute you make your plans. What you can plan is too small for you to live. What you can live wholeheartedly will make plans enough for the vitality hidden in your sleep. To be human is to become visible while carrying what is hidden as a gift to others. To remember the other world in this world is to live in your true inheritance. You are not a troubled guest on this earth. You are not an accident amidst other accidents. You were invited from another and greater night than the one from which you have just emerged. Now, looking through the slanting light of the morning window toward the mountain presence of everything that can be, what urgency calls you to your one love? What shape waits in the seed of you to grow and spread its branches against a future sky? Is it waiting in the fertile sea? In the trees beyond the house, in the life you can imagine for yourself? Or in the open and lovely white page on the writing desk? Dear ones, never doubt that what you bring to this congregation is a gift to all of us, and we are grateful.
Because of the nature of who we are as Unitarians, I have no doubt that we are all waking up each day with deep, disturbing awareness of everything that is wrong in our country and in the world. When I was younger, I remember the slur for what they now call being woke was to be accused of being a bleeding heart liberal. Regardless of where we each fall on the political spectrum, I have a feeling that the morning news that delivers nightmares to so many sacred beings in the world can feel like a threat that could lead to many of us bleeding out. Especially those of us with nervous systems that are already taxed by feeling things deeply, which is a blessing and a curse, or those who are already carrying a lot in our personal lives, such as being a parent a caregiver, or a school teacher, while every social safety net is seemingly on the verge of being pulled away? There certainly is a great deal going on that feels heavier than we can individually bear. That's where gratitude comes in. In my decades-long quest to overcome self-loathing, I engaged with my therapist a plan to reprogram the negative thoughts that had become my own personal bully. If I thought a hurtful thing about myself that I would never say to another, I would replace it by speaking aloud something kind and loving. I don't know if I've perfected self-love through this practice, but it has effectively shifted my internal self-talk, what I see in my own reflection, and how I view my worthiness to be held and heard by others. So I've initiated a daily practice of altering the negative energy that comes through my social media and news feed by using this same technique. This is not a new concept, of course. Sarah von Breathnock published her best-selling book, Simple Abundance, a daybook of comfort and joy, in the mid-90s as she taught the world about the 6 principles of abundance, which she claimed are gratitude, simplicity, order, harmony, beauty, and joy. She also encouraged us to keep a daily gratitude journal as a way of promoting happiness through awareness of all we have. I've already shared with you the way that I start each morning with my gratitude pour-over coffee. I extend that practice throughout the day by being mindful of every little thing that represents a miracle in my life. As I look out at my backyard as the water comes to a boil, I offer my gratitude to my home, which is my shelter and my sanctuary. As Neville, my tabby cat, yells for his morning greens, I speak my gratitude for those who grew the arugula and spinach and place it before him. As I step out the front door, I greet the tiny dinosaurs some people call lizards, and the green bee that lives in my porch light with gratitude for the tiny garden my friend Marna planted last year. Good morning, lizards. Good morning, bees. And as I start my car to drive down to Mom's house each morning, I speak aloud my gratitude to Callisto, my hybrid vehicle I've been driving for over a decade. She keeps me safe and always gets me where I need to go with grace and ease. We are indeed waking each day in a fractured world. But as Linnea and I were crafting today's service, I was reflecting on heartbreakingly difficult days the last time we were faced with such darkness. I was reminded of how the world stood still during the early days of COVID pandemic. I was caring for my father in what turned out to be his final year of life. Bill Baker was in decline, and beyond the physical labor of ensuring his safety and wellness, the emotional labor of trying not to bring home a virus that could kill both my parents was pretty intense. It was on the walk from my house to theirs and back again each day that gave me strength and courage. It was my gratitude for the shocking yellow tababuia tree in my neighbor's yard and the discovery of a new chrysalis on the porch bearing a future passion flower vine butterfly. It was the black snake that crossed the sidewalk and the hawk that perched in the oak whose branches crossed my yard. I found gratitude in their beauty, their presence, and their resilience. I found it too in my father's smile each time I walked in the door, and the way when I was heading out saying, "I'll be back," he would say, "I'll wait right here." Knowing my time with Pop was short, and that the universe speaks to me through nature in the form of symbolism and metaphor, I was reminded that everything is temporary and transformation is near. I would be mindfully grateful for each moment. To elaborate on that symbolism for our current times, the snake sheds its skin when it becomes too tight. And the caterpillar doesn't just grow wings. It completely liquefies in its isolation before it manifests itself in a whole new way, in a whole new world. Transformation can be messy, but worth it. For the result is expansion and glorious new beginnings. It seems that we find ourselves currently in the goo phase. What I know for sure is that holding fear and loathing in one's body is harmful. Fear feeds anxiety, which can lead to all sorts of health issues. Anger and rage, which are meant to motivate us into healthy action, when internalized without an outlet, can poison our cells and deplete our mental health. What is happening around us is unacceptable, and we all deserve better. An additional practice that may help us shift out of those energies of yucky darkness that can settle in between the heart and solar plexus is to engage the gratitude practice of the Buddhist art of Tonglen. Perhaps you'd like to join me as we breathe in the suffering that surrounds us and breathe out deep peace. Then we breathe in the fear and isolation that so many are experiencing, and breathe out comfort and belonging like that which we have found here. Once more, together now, we breathe in the loss and longing for peace and justice, and we breathe out loving kindness that heals and protects all beings. And here, in this sacred space of our togetherness, we acknowledge and celebrate our gratitude for this sanctuary in which we sit, that was built by generations of beautiful beings who have been dedicated to this one you beloved community. For the view of Gore Hall across the courtyard where some of us sat as children cross-legged at the feet of Rick Maston with reverence for our ordained UU troubadour. For the children now in RE who danced to this song at the beginning of this service, and for the love that we can see surrounding us as we glance about this sacred space, reflected in the hearts of every member of this congregation here today and joining us from home. This gratitude just keeps building the more we recognize it and call it into being. Sometimes it helps to visualize a tangible representation of what we are conjuring in our minds. So I invite you now to consider at least one thing for which you are grateful today. But please do not limit yourself to just one. You were each handed a paper heart upon entering this morning. If you did not receive one, please raise your hand now, and we shall remedy the situation. Okay. I want us all to be able to visualize, keep your hands up if you still need a heart, please, the manifestation of so much gratitude, and be reminded that the distressing daily disturbances in the world around us are big, but they are not as big as our love for one another and our gratitude for the many blessings being in community deliver. We will be reminded that everything is temporary and that we have the power to mystically shift our own energy from the low vibration of fear-based thought to a higher resonance of love and light through a simple abundance of gratitude. When you have written your gratitudes upon your paper hearts, you can go ahead and start. We shall gather them into this jar and keep them with our prayer candles as a reminder of how abundantly blessed we are as individuals and as a community to get to show up for one another, not just in Sunday service, but in the many ways we come into gathering through our many congregational life groups, through solidarity and peaceful marches, demonstrations, and protests, through fellowship on game night and monthly dinners, through caregiver support calls and caring circle food drives, flower deliveries and cards of welcome, birthday greetings and condolences, and so much more. Just like the invitation to generosity requires a basket to gather our abundance, we shall once again pass around the collection baskets to gather these symbols of our great wealth and gratitude. So when you're finished writing, please drop your heart into the basket or hold up your heart if you've been missed. For our beloveds joining us online today, if you would like to type in a gratitude, we will write it down for you and add it to the jar. We can also add more to the jar in the weeks ahead. Go ahead. we can collect more after if we need to. This gallon-sized gathering of gratitude that Linnea and all of you are helping us to fill Reminds me of that song a song I sang in kindergarten, which Aubrey has led us through today. And I'm so glad that he performed it earlier, because I love you too much to sing it for you. And the same way that magic penny grows and grows with lending and spending, so goes our gratitude. Keep on noticing it, feeling it, expressing it, sharing it. As your gratitude grows and expands beyond you in every direction, it will end up spilling over the floor. There will be nothing left for us to do but to pick up our scarves and ribbons and dance together into our bright and happy future. We will continue to collect these hearts, both today and in the weeks ahead. But for now, please rise and body your spirit and join in singing our closing hymn, We Give Thanks. Dear ones, may you know that you are cherished, treasured, and loved. May you feel safe in your body, your surroundings, and your home. May you have all you need with plenty to share. And may you greet the beauty that surrounds you with reverence as you go forth with a grateful heart. In the words of Rainer Maria Rilke, work of the eyes is done. Now go and do heart work.
Thank you, Melissa. So our call to action for today is partly reminder that as you feel called throughout the summer, go ahead and add other hearts to our sacred jar of holding. And also, please be sure to join us across the way in Gore Hall or at the Labyrinth for that parade coming up to share sustenance and conversation. And if you pour a cup of coffee or tea or choose a bite to eat, let this remind you to open your heart to all the gratitudes that you imagine could fill your cup. And now, please say these words with me as we extinguish this flame. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.